Hello people, and welcome back to a news review. In this video I'll be going over the second part of the upcoming Hatsune Miku collab with the brand new cards. I'll be giving info on how you can get them and whether you should get them. If you are a new or returning player, I do recommend you check out my new player guide because it'll help you better understand what I'm saying in the video. As the full news is quite long, I won't bore you representing every single thing in the full news, so open up the patch notes, link in the description if you want to follow along, and let's get right into it. As a reminder, the collab is split into two parts, with the first part being the return of the characters that appeared in the collab the first time around, which is still running for one more week until the 15th of October. In particular, the ultimate Rin or Len or whatever this card is called is coming back this week. I'll talk more about that later. And the second half is starting on 9th October, which is hopefully when this video is timed to release, and running for 4 weeks until the 5th of November. As always, there's a new diamond seal, so let's start off with that. There are 4 total Jackpots this time, each supposed to represent an emotion and actually have their own song, which Matter will progressively release on their YouTube once the campaign website reaches certain numbers. I'll link to the website in the description if I remember, so you can contribute to that as well. The new series also has their own new team skill. The gimmick they have is the strong beat effect, where your HP bar reacts in a rhythmic kind of sense, and there will also be a visual indicator when the strong beat effect occurs. A note will flash where your heart, where the heart icon usually is. And if you start Runestone Moon when on the strong beat, you get a 1.39 times attack and recovery bonus. At the beginning, Field of Machinas will also increase to 100%, and after Draconic Compulsion, Virtual Singing members skill CD is -9 and further recover your HP. Starting off with the 1% Jackpot Water Machina Miku, which doesn't look like Miku at all. She runs a Machina team, attack times 9, HP recovery times 3.39, Virtual Singing members attack times 3.9 additionally, for every 3 water dissolved combo plus 3 to the max plus 39, EX combo plus 9 to the max plus 39 as well. Runestones of the Virtual Singing members attributes also possess 39% effect of each other and 39% effect of heart, incentivizing you to put as many Virtual Singing members of different attributes as you can in the team. Moving on to her team skill, she gets 5 seconds of regardless movement time, ignore sticky and burning. When they're weather runestone, electric runestone, or frozen runestones, you get a willpower effect, and this Miku's attack times 3.9. This is kind of a moot point because you probably want to get rid of weather, electrite, and frozen as fast as possible. Virtual Singing members damage will be dealt regardless of fixed combo shield and puzzle shield, and by dissolving 3 or more types of runestones, team attack times 9. When 39 or more combos or EX combos are made in total, Virtual Singing members skill CD is -1. And when Miku is in the joy mode, after resolving runestones, 5 enchanted runestones of the corresponding member's attribute will be generated in each column. Now is a good time to bring up that each Jackpot will have its own mode corresponding to the emotion, and this will also kind of play into their team skill. But the mode is a separate thing that activates when they're in the team, just regardless of whether they are a leader and ally or whether they're a member. This Miku will enter the joy mode when the 39 or more combos are made cumulatively. It will reset upon defeat. This is once again the same for every Jackpot. It will also get attack times 1.3 and additional 1.9 against water, fire, and earth enemies. This will once again be the same for all 4 Jackpots. The attributes will differ, and I think the multipliers probably don't differ. And at the end of each round, turn the water and heart runestones in the column below the Miku into enchanted water runestones. This is once again a characteristic that is kind of similar throughout all the Jackpots, so I'll not like say each one of those in as much detail for the future Jackpots. Lastly, she also gets an encore ability, same as the first half of the Jackpots, where you get extra time in joint operation and Coliseum battles. Moving on to her active skill, CD7, Virtual Singing members enter a state in hyper state for 3 rounds. 1 round you get Time Tunnel and Enchanted Machina Trail. Virtual Singer members attack on 3.9, ignore initial shield, anti-runestone shield, and you force the strong beat on the beat judgment in your team skill. Basically, you get the multiplier for free, even if you don't start precisely on time. Moving on to the Light Machina Jackpot, sub-Jackpot, I should say, Megurine Luka. Virtual Singer members and Light members attack times 8 and HP recovery times 2.8. Virtual Singer members and Machina attack times 2 additionally, incentivizing you to put in Light Machinas. For every 2 runestones dissolved in the first batch, 1 enchanted light runestone will be generated, and dissolving 20 or more runestone, team attack times 2 additionally. For her team skill, she gets 3 seconds of regardless movement time. You ignore laser trap, explosive bomb when you touch negative when you touch Electride runestones, you clear negative state and modify them to become marketed runestones. You get Enchanted Trail. Light runestones have the effect of virtual singer members in attributes in the team by dissolving light runestones fully recover HP and marketed attack times 6 and ignore a fixed combo shield. So it's a strong reliance on light runestones. When Megurine Luka is in the pleasure mode, each time summoner enters the next wave, you electrify all enemies for 1 round to inactivate them. For the pleasure mode, she gets it when you touch a laser trap, explosive bomb, or when 30 or more light runestones are dissolved cumulatively, and when she's in pleasure mode, attack times 1.5 and additional 1.5 against water, light, and dark enemies. At the end of each round, turn light and heart runestones in the column below Megurine into enchanted light runestones. Once again, encore for this card as well. For active skill City 7, Rune Tornado, for now turn all runestones into heart and runestones of the leader's attribute of fixed numbers and fixed positions. Machina ignores Duet, Trio, Quartet, and Quintet Elemental Shield. Combo count will be 33, and if leader is a virtual singer member, combo count plus 33 instead, and you also get the fixed board at the end of the round. Next up is the third jackpot, Rin Len, which are a fire Machina this time, virtual singer, and fire members attack times 8, HP recovery times 2.8. When the team has 3 or more virtual singer members, team attack times 3 additionally. While having fire or heart, team attack times 2.5. For their team skill, they get 4 seconds of regardless movement time, ignore burning, their skill CD -4 after entering a stage, and CD 1 permanently, so you can activate them right from the beginning. Effect of fire runestones plus 200%. Fire and heart have the effect of runestones of the Machina's attributes in the team. At the end of each round, explode the runestones that you used to explode the type runestones that you used to start with. After you explode, recover 50% HP until your HP is full. For each group of 4 more runestones dissolved in the first pack, combo count plus 8. Combo count plus 4, sorry, to the max plus 8. When 8 or more combos are made, Machina attack times 4 and ignore Duet, Trio, Quartet, and Quintet Elemental Shield. When the Rin and Len are in the Rage mode, attack times 2. You activate the Rage mode by touching a burning position or by dissolving 30 or more fire runestones cumulatively. They get attack times 1.5 and additional 1.5 against fire, earth, and dark. At the end of each round, turn the fire and heart runestones into enchanted fire runestones below Rin and Len. They also have encore once again. Moving on to their active. Their active is CD5. You explode in a 3x3 that you tap to generate enchanted heart and enchanted runestones of that type of fixed numbers and fixed positions. This will just be 3-3-3 in either column or row configuration. For 1 round, the character's attack times 2 and ignore fixed combo shield, and launches 6 extra attacks, 2 each for water, fire, and light. This is not Quintet attack. I thought it was Quintet attack. I just, didn't realize. If leader is a virtual singer member, leader skill CD -1 at the end of each round. So instead of Quintet attack, it's actually just bad. I mean, it is extra attacks, but it's not that much. Last but not least, you have the final sub jackpot, Dark Machina Miku. Virtual singer and dark members attack times 9, HP recovery times 1.3. Virtual singer members HP and recovery times 1.9 additionally. By dissolving dark runestones, virtual singer members attack times 3.9 additionally. Damage received -39%. This is where the damage reduction comes in, and it's also why the HP is kind of low in terms of the multiplier. Runes can be dissolved by aligning 3 or more of them. Effective dark increases by 139%. For her team skill, she gets 3 seconds of regardless movement time, ignore sticky for each dark runestone touch while moving, recover 3,900 HP, which isn't that much nowadays. For each runestone dissolved in the first batch, 1 dark Machina runestone will regenerate in the column below leader and ally to the max 39 runestones regenerated. By dissolving dark runestone damage will be regardless. By dissolving dark runestone damage will be dark regardless of puzzle shield. Dark runestones also possess the effect of runestones of the virtual singer members' attributes in the team. When she is in sorrow mode, launches 5 extra attacks, 1 attribute each, as much as 39% of its attack. This is actually Quintet attack this time. Very reliant on dark, as dark runestones. I've said that a lot in the team skill. For her sorrow mode, she gets it when you dissolve 39 or more combos cumulatively. She gets attack times 1.3 and additional 1.9 against fire, light, and dark enemies. And at the end of each round, turn the dark and heart runestones below her into enchanted dark. She also has encore once again. For active, it's CD7, tap 3 columns to explode them and generate enchanted Machina runestones of all 5 attributes of fixed numbers and fixed positions. No position will be cracked. The character's attack times 3.9 and attack bonus plus 39% for combos made. This is a stat boosting card, meaning that all except the first one, I believe, will just persist. Ignoring cracked is, I believe, is the first instance of ignoring cracked being a status on a card that is persisting, so it's quite good. Moving on to the small prizes, we have an example of why I don't put the full description of actives up here. This is an absolute atrocity. What this card actually does, this is an Earth Miku Machina CD5. It is a converter and a stat booster. Virtual Singer attack and recovery times 1.39. You convert the first and fifth and the first and sixth columns alternating. So one round you convert the first and fifth, the next round you convert first and sixth. The first column will always be Earth. The fifth or the sixth will always be Heart. That is a bit hard to convey, which is why they put an essay there, but I'm sure they could have done better. On deactivation, ignore Trio and Quintet. Machinas ignore Trio and Quintet, sorry. This is a unique card that doesn't seem too bad. People speculate that it might have been added to support the OG Earth Miku, and I kind of agree. Next up is the Water Machina Kaito CD5. Clear the negative state or black and white zone. Turn the column below the character Enchanted Heart. Modify Heart to become Protected Runestones. You ignore Tornado, and if all present Heart are resolved in the first patch, the character shows the -4. This is a pretty useless card. The only real functionality is adding Protected Runestones, second ever Machina to do so, after the Machina Glauks. Next up is the Fire Machina Mako CD6. Restore the board of leader's virtual singer member. Modify the board to become Machina Runestones for 1 team attack times 1.5, and when enclosed areas are in play, team attack times 2 additionally. This card would be good since it's the third ever Machina to restore the board, but literally gets beat up by a 3-card win this very update, so I would say it's kind of terrible. Next up is the Light Machina Kagamine Rin CD6. Release lock skills of Machinas. If lock skill of the next card that I'll show, Rin Len, is released, both characters skill city -3. Convert the left half of the board into light heart light columns. One round, this Rin and the next Len attack times 2 and ignore fixed combo shield. Miku's actually already have unlocking with the Expo 2019 Miku, which is going on still right now. But this is the first ever light Machina to unlock, so it's unique in that sense. Moving on to Kagamine Len, this is also light Machina CD6, basically the same card as Kagamine Rin, except it clears the hypnotized state of Machina instead of unlocking, turns the right half of the board into Heart Light Heart, and instead of a fixed combo shield, it ignores Puzzle Shield. This card is fine-ish. It is the third light Machina to wake up Machina after Oshiro from Ancient Wars and Atom, who is admittedly a black gold, and the first light Machina to ignore Puzzle Shield, so it is unique in that sense, amidst the slew of Machinas in general who can ignore Puzzle Shield. Last and actually least, we have the Dark Machina Megurine Luka CD6. By tapping Runestone of the Magic Zero of Elements, you can turn Runestones of that type into Enchanted Dark. One drop rate of the tap type will be transferred to that of Dark, and Dark to be dropped will be Enchanted Machina Dark Runestones, and Dark has half 50% effect of other runestones. This just does really nothing, so I don't think it's going to be ever used. There will also be 4 new Dragonware corresponding to the 4 new Jackpots. The 3-star ones are obtained when you get the new Jackpots for the first time, and the 2-star ones are obtained in a stage that I'll talk about in a bit later. These can be equipped by any Machina, but they aren't really anything special in both the Dragonware skills and the craft skills. I'll skip over them. You can read them in the patch notes if you want. Once again, the level up materials are coming back. You can get these in the black hole and also in the shop. Moving on to the free cards, we have a challenge stage card, a Chocolating Magic Hatsune Miku Dark Machina CD6. Turns 16 runestones at fixed positions into Enchanted Machina Dark Runestones. For 1 round, the character attack times 3, comp count +9. If all present Dark Runestones are resolved in the first patch, virtual singer members skill cities -1. I think this card a bad card as the conversion is strange. +9 combos could come in handy one day, but many other Machina cards can increase your combos already. Next up is another challenge stage card, Deep Sea Girl Hatsune Miku Water Machina CD6. Explode the board, and the first runestone to be dropped in each column will be Enchanted Machina Water Runestones. Bubblize all enemies for 3 rounds. 150% of the damage dealt to enemies will be stored for 1 extra burst damage at the end. For 3 rounds after dissolving runestones, 9 Enchanted Machina Water Runestones will be generated in the columns below 3 random virtual singer members. Bubblize is a quote-unquote new status, and I say that because there have been cards which do the exact same thing before, it just wasn't called that. However, it is the first Machina to have the extra burst or bubblize functionality, if you want to call it that. Next up is a super busted card, a transmigration card, Possessive Bite Hatsune Miku Fire Machina CD7, which I'll from henceforth call Vampire Miku. She has 2 actives. The first active skill is already busted because of what I'm about to say. explode the board, and petrified moonstones generate Machina moonstones. And for 2 rounds, damage rate will be converted to HP recovery. This is a form of super damage reduction. At the end of the round, virtual singing members enter or stay in hyperstate for 1 round. This is a super damage reduction that persists for more than 1 round. The second ever Machina super damage reduction after one of the OG super damage reduction cards, Shamus, the 10th seal boss. This is just a busted card for being super damage reduction that can persist across more than 1 round. But we still have active skill 2, which is also CD7. Restore the board for 1 round. Recovery becomes 0. Machina attack times 2. Virtual singing members attack times 1.5 additionally. And damage dealt to enemies will be converted to HP recovery. And for leaders, a virtual singing member, the skill stays in play for 2 more rounds. This is the second ever Machina card to lower recovery to 0. I mean, third if you count Mako, which I don't, because this card literally is a better version of that card. After Oshiro from Ancient Wars, once again, that I mentioned before, you can still actually recover while your recovery is 0 with this card if you're able to hit the enemy, which makes it super duper unique and why you must get at least 1 copy and just feed it with harpies if you have to. Lastly, we have the new Battle Pass card Diamond, a Water Machina CD8. Enchants the board and you get super damage reduction until you receive attack damage, a little different from the OG Diamond, and I think, in my opinion, a little worse, but it is a bit different. These are my rankings for the Diamond Seal cards. I think the strongest one is Water Miku, not really a surprise since she is the 1% jackpot. Megurine Luka I put slightly higher than 50 diamonds since her active has good member potential. And Rin Len I put slightly below 50 diamonds because it sounds like they may be finicky to play with, and the Dark Miku is perfectly average, I think. In terms of small prize, some of them are quite trash either because they do nothing at all or are overshadowed by existing cards that are just better and are the exact same attribute and race. I'm looking right at you, Mako. For the free cards, the Vampire Miku is easily the most busted out of all of them, and the other 2 are niche at best and useless at worst. The new Diamond also is pretty good. Please remember to check your Battle Pass frequently, by the way. I'm saying that because I nearly missed the card at level 40 last month, and you do also get 5 extra diamonds at level 50. Even after all of that, I'm not done yet because it's time to go over the celebration events, and I'll leave this graphic up while I'm talking about it. Concerning new Dragon Wares, there will be a new stage that will open and you can farm the 2-star Dragon Wares. They are not these Dragon Wares, the new 2-star variations of the Dragon Wares. There will also be a bunch of gift packs that you can buy for real money as usual, and the ultimate stage for Kagamine Rin, this one, is returning as I predicted. Apart from that, for OG cards, the ultimate card Boge is also coming back. I haven't seen it be used ever, so you're good to clear it once and be on your merry way. The returning bi-weeklies also don't really have anything special, so that concludes the patch notes for this video. That was an insanely long video, and I appreciate you sticking around if you made it this far. That's it for this week's news review. Leave a like if you liked it, comment below if you have anything to say, and subscribe if you like in general. It really helps the channel out, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya!